welcome. Today is March 2nd, 2024, and it is about 10 a.m. on a Saturday, and this is episode number 42. So, I feel like I haven't got a ton of stuff to show you guys. It's been about 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks since I filmed last. I meant to film last weekend, but I ran out of time. And during the week, there isn't enough time in the day. And not to have lights. So if I tried to film at night after I get home from work, there just isn't enough lights to show you guys anything that is good. It's really hard to do that. So I use a lot of the natural lights to make sure that I have colors good. Anyway, that aside, it's been 3 weeks. I feel like I haven't got a lot of stuff to show you. I do have some finishes. I do have a new start and a couple WIPs that I've worked on. And that's pretty much it. I don't have anything. I don't have any haul to show or anything like that. So this may be a quick video. Maybe. I don't know. We will see. Life updates isn't a whole lot of updates. I'm still teaching 7th grade science, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm still doing my library every other week. Still doing my Thursday night Zooms, and yeah, that's pretty much my life right now. So I guess we'll get right into stitching. So I have some stitching finishes to show. So these are finished with the stitching part, and when I show you, it'll make sense. I hope. So first up are the Satsuma Street ornaments that I've been working on. I started these for the 12 by 12, along with a bunch of other things. So these I have finished. So it's the Claaus, Cool Kid, and not Calling Birds. Calling Birds I did before. That's been finished. And Santa Cruzer. So those three are the ones that I was still stitching on. And these are finished for now because I still have to bead them and fully finish them. But I'm not going to fully finish them until I get another project done so that I can fully finish all of the perforated paper stuff at one time. So here is Miss Claaus. So she is done except for the beads. So I need to add the beads to her. And she came out super cute. So there's that one. And then Santa Cruzer is done except for his beads. Super cute as well. And I used all the called for DMCs that were listed. And here is Cool Kid. Cool Kid, I think I have a little bit of back stitching that I need to do, but I'll do that when I do the beads. So he's done for now too. And as usual, I have probably showed you pictures of what they were at before. So you can see how much stitching I did. And those I kind of did together. So like as I did a color, I did it on the next one and I did on the next one. Because they use a lot of the same colors in those. The next one that I have finished is not fully finished, it's just finished, is this one, and let me see if I can get the picture here. And so for 12 by 12, I started the set from the Little Stitcher, and I did this one for 12 by 12. So now I went on and did this one. So that one is finished, and this is what it looks like. I left off the single stitch snowflakes because there's supposed to be a bunch of random one little stitch snowflakes, and I left those off because I felt the fabric being dotted was enough for that. So, oh, it's a dot showing through. It looked like this little bird had like a fuzzy or something, but it's actually just the dot showing through his little chest there. So there is that. I think it came out super cute. This is on 36 count raw with dots, I think is what this one is called. And this is, yeah, it's linen. So I have 2 out of the 4 done now, and they stitch up pretty quickly. I think it only took me a couple days to stitch it fully, and I think, yeah, I already put the other one in my finish bin. So they stitch up pretty quickly. Definitely not huge time consumers on that. All right, so those are my finishes. I did have a new start because, as we all know, it was a leap year this year. So we had February 29th. So I decided, because leap day was on Thursday, because my hair is totally bugging me. Okay. Anyway. Leap day was on Thursday, and Thursdays are my Thursday night Zoom calls that I do every week. And I decided about 10 minutes before the Zoom call that I was going to start a New Year's, I keep saying that, a leap year start. So that's what I did. And I pulled just enough colors to get started on it. And this is what I started. So I started Durene Jones Green Man. And so I did a center top start for this one. So I looked at the colors that I needed in order to get a decent start on it. And to be truthful, I only stitched on it for a couple hours. So there's not a ton to show, but you can definitely see that I'm stitching on it. So that being said, here is, I got loose floss there. Okay. Here is, and I literally folded it up and put it away. Let me pull my needle to the other side so that that's not on the front. So this is what I have. And it is on 20 counts mimosa. Mimosa green, I think is what it's called. Mimosa green. Mimosa green. Yeah, 20 count mimosa green. And does it say what company that's from? I picked this up at the attic. It just says Ada 20 count mimosa green. And I've been taking pieces off of this. So I did not cut it. It's according to the stitch calculator, which I don't usually need a full 2 inches or whatever on the outside, but I'm thinking of putting this in an 8x8 frame because the finished design should be 7x7. So I'm thinking about putting it in an 8-inch frame. So I went ahead and left the 2-inch border on it. So I didn't bother cutting this little piece because it pretty much according to that would be like, yeah. So I just left this. I might cut this little piece off. I don't know what I'll use it for, but you know, I tend to do some smaller things, so you never know. But yeah, so this is the center top start of the Green Man. I've got a lot of the outline done for the first page. There's 6 pages of this. So I got most of the outline done for the first page. I think the first page comes to like here. So there's some more kind of choppy outlines that come in over here that I need to fill in. But it looks really good so far. And there's no back stitching on this. There's no back stitching. So, which is it's Dorian Jones. So like she's like kind of famous for back stitching, and there's no back stitching on this. So I'm super excited about that. And it's it is my leap year starts. It is not going to take me till next leap year to finish it, as long as I work on it. Um, I think it's actually going to go pretty quickly. It's there's it's color blocking, but it's not like big chunks of color. It's a lot of like line, like I don't know. It's color blocking, but it's not color blocking. So it should go pretty fast, and it's on 20 count, so it's one strand. So yeah, I am super excited that I started that particular piece because I really like that piece. Okay, next up, um, so I've kind of decided to stop doing my blog because it's something that adds extra time to stuff that I do, and I don't get a lot of reward for it. So I've kind of decided to stop that. I have not officially withdrawn from my stitch along group that I belong to, but the fee for the blog just came up, and I am not going to spend the money on it right now. It's like $150, and I'm like, if it's something that I got more from, whether it's like participation or whatever from, then I would, it would be a harder decision for me. But it's blogging is not the forum that is relevant right now, and so I'm like, I'm not sure if it's really worth continuing to blog, especially since the only thing I really blog about anymore is my every 3 weeks, and I feel like I don't use it very often. So there's that too. Okay. Anyway, back to stitching. So my blog piece that I've been working on, which I will continue working on, it's not like I'm not going to stop, is the Bloom and Grow from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So I'm sure that you guys are probably kind of tired of seeing this one because I show it all the time because I post it every 3 weeks. So I was continually having progress on it. So there is that. So since I'm planning on stopping that. I'm probably going to stitch on this a little bit faster and just try to get it done. That way it's just off the board. Because I was stitching on it purposely a little bit slower because it is the one that I was using as my blog piece. And of course I have random thread because that's how I roll. And this is where I'm at. So all of the little pots are pretty much done. There's a couple that I need to fill in a little bit of color in, but I will do that as I get to the color for like the flowers or whatever it is. I'm starting to put in the leaves and bringing them up and getting to more of the flower area so that I can go ahead and stitch in the flowers. This is definitely a bit more time consuming than you would think. It is a lot of color blocking, but that was a lot of floss. That I was surprised how much floss I was going through. To be honest, as far as like putting in these leaves. This plant is almost to the point where I have almost all the leaves. There's a few more coming up here a little bit, but they were separated by flowers. So I wanted to get the flowers in before I added in more leaves. But this is pretty much add in the secondary leaf color, which is this little darker green, and then put in the flowers, and then this plant is pretty much done. And pretty much that is the plan for the rest as I go across. Um, so yeah, it's coming along really well. And if I actually just sat and stitched on it continuously for a few days, I would probably get pretty far on it. But I had been, because I was using it as my blog post, I had only been stitching on it for like a couple hours every 3 weeks, purposely so that there wouldn't be a whole lot of progress so that I could continually use it for my stitch along. But if I'm not going to do that way anymore, then I can just go to town on it and get it done and over with. Next up, this one I am really loving the colors of, and it actually goes very well with my bag that I have it in. So this one is the Ink Circles Springtime Tapestry, and I am doing this colorway here because it's all the same. It's just a different colorway, and I'm doing this one, and it doesn't look the same on the picture as it does on my fabric, but it looks awesome, and I'm really loving it. It is on, I want to say it's a 36 count even weave, and it is, or Lugana. It is milk chocolate from My Vintage Eagle Arts. And this is what I have so far. This is one that I started for the 12 by 12. And I am loving stitching on this. It is so pretty. I really, really like it. I pulled it out because I hadn't stitched on it since 12 by 12. And so I pulled it out and stitched on it last weekend when I was at the library. And then because I really, really liked it. And I'm probably going to work on it again soon. This may be my next finish. I don't know. I mean, I've got quite a bit of stitching left on it, but it is really, really pretty. I really, really, really like it. It's only got 4 colors, so it goes pretty quick, but it is an ink circle, so it's detailed, and you jump around a lot in the colors, but it's so pretty, and the colors on this fabric are just a really pretty combination, and I really hope you can see it because it's just so pretty. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. I'm thinking about making it into a small project bag. It's going to be, this is the bottom. This is the very edge of the pattern. So it's not super big. So it's only going to come up to, like here, maybe. Like here. Where this finger is. Like that. It's only going to come up to, like, about there. And it'll be, kind of squarish. So I don't know. I might put it like inside of some fabric and make it into a project bag or something. I'm not sure, but it is gorgeous. I love it. I really, really, really enjoy this one. And as you know, I love ink circles anyway, but yeah, just the color combination of this on that fabric It's just gorgeous. I love it. Yeah. Some of my projects, I'm like, yeah, I like it. It's good. I liked it when I first picked it out, and now I'm just kind of, I like it, but not necessarily like it's like, woo. But that one, I'm like, yes. Every time I pull it out, I'm like, I want to work on this. Um, and I don't know why it took me so long to pull it out after 12 by 12 and start working on it again, but it did, and I'm so happy that I pulled it out and started working on it again because I love it. And the more stitches I got into it, and when I finally got all four colors into the fabric, I was like, yes, this is gorgeous. So that is what I worked on. Yes, serious. I know he wants to say hi. He wants to say hi because he's like, I'm ignoring him because I'm doing a video and he needs some attention. So if you are new to my channel, this is Mr. Serious Blackie. He needs a haircut. That is on the to-do list today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. Today's Saturday. So it depends on what I feel like doing after I get done with these videos. So I just posted a video about my project bags that I have available. I had a couple people ask me to do that, so I did it. So I just posted that, and now I'm filming this video, and I'll have this up shortly. So after that, I'm probably going to give him a bath and trim him up. His eyes are not viewable, so I need to give him a bit of a haircut and give him a nice brushing. And he's going to hate me and stay away from me for a while, or he's going to be very lovey. That's the way he gets. He either like stays away from me like I'm the most evil person in the world, or he is very, very lovey after I give him a bath and trim. So we will see which way he goes. But I am planning on doing some bags, some project bags after that sometime today, or maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. It depends on what I feel like doing. It's the weekend. That's how it goes. But serious, I need to finish my video. I need to finish my video. Yeah. All right, done. So that's Mr. Serious. He is getting anxious. Woo! Sorry, he just bumped at the table really hard. He is getting anxious that I am not paying attention to him. Serious, get down. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second and give him a treat so I can finish the video. Okay, so I'm back, and Sirius is happy now because he just got a new treat. So the last thing that I stitched on over the last few weeks is the Satsuma, these bells from last year's Jingle Ball. Not this one that just happened, but the one before that. So I had started that one also for 12 by 12, and I had not gotten very far. It's on 18 count, so it's a little bit different than doing the other ones. This one is not beaded, so once I stitch it, it is done, and I just have to do the fully finishes of it. But I'm not going to finish any of them fully until I have everything done that I want. That way I'm doing all the perforated paper at the same time and finishing them together as one big finishing feast. So this is what I have for the bell. And there we are. Focus. So this is the largest bell, and I measured the paper out the way that they said it to measure it, but I feel like it's way more than what I need. So if I were to make these again for some reason, or to do them again in like a different color tone, I don't think I would need quite this much paper, because I feel like it's going to be a waste, because like the next one's going to be like right here, and then like right here, and then there's all this extra paper. So, but this is 18 count perforated paper versus the 14 count perforated paper that the other ones are. And but they are super cute. And I have a ton of perforated paper because I ordered a set of the 14 count in the white, the ecru, and that brown color. It came as like a set, so there's several pieces. And I plan on doing some more ornament style ones that aren't necessarily ornaments, but I want to make them into the same kind of ornaments. So once I get that done, I might go ahead and jump into those as well. And then like wait until I have all of those done before I do finishing. Because they're all going to be finished the same. Um, I haven't quite decided yet on that, but I actually really enjoy it. I was kind of skeptical at first that I would like stitching on the perforated paper, but after I finished the calling birds, because that was the first one I did because I had a scrap piece of perforated paper that my friend gave me while I was waiting for my order to come in. So I did that one first because that was my favorite out of the 4 that I had ordered. And by the time I got done with it, I was like, I really kind of liked this. And then stitching on the other ones, I really did like stitching on the perforated paper, which I was actually kind of surprised about because the holes are so big. I'm kind of surprised that I liked doing that. But yeah, I think they came out really cute, and I'm excited to fully finish them. And yeah, so I don't know. That is everything I have to show you guys. So this is a much quicker video than what I am used to. I don't really have anything else to show you. If I had thought about it more, I would have pulled out some of my stash patterns and showed you some of those. Maybe I'll do that on the next video that I do. I have been neglectful the last few videos about talking about Flosstubers that I've watched recently. So, since I find myself at under 30 minutes at the moment, which is weird for me, I am going to go ahead and pull up my history list and tell you what I have been working on. So, let me, not what I've been working on, what I've been watching. So, let's see. The last Flosstube that I watched was Between Two WIPs from Evertote. I watched them. That was the last one that I watched, and it was very entertaining. I like watching that. And then I watched, let's see. Why doesn't it show me the way that like it does on okay, history. There we go. Technology, Heidi. I have, of course, been watching Lindy Stitch's releases of all the Nashville shopping lists. I've been watching. I think I've watched all of them. Um, there is. I did not pre-order anything. I do hope to stop into the attic because that is my local needlework shop. Um, I do hope to stop into the attic after, in like the next month, um, and see what they have for some of the new market releases, and hopefully pick up a couple that kind of caught my eye. But we will see what they have. Let's see. And I'm sorry if you can hear Sirius. He is right under my chair chewing on a bone. So if you can hear him, I'm sorry. I can hear him really well. Let's see. I watched Durene Stitchery. I watch their episodes pretty frequently. Um, and I do like to see I do like to see at the very end when they're showing the patterns that they have available in their shop and they're going alphabetically by designer. I do like to see that because some of those patterns I've never seen before, and I really like that they're showing like what they have from like the whole designer. Which yes, I do realize that it is like a promotional thing, but um, I think it also like kind of like, oh, I didn't know that was available, or stuff like that. So I enjoy watching that. And then, geez, serious, are you enjoying yourself down there? It sounds like he's choking himself, but he just, yeah, I don't know. And then the last one that I'm gonna mention is Sarah Stitchery. I watched her when she was Stitchy Friends, and I when she switched over to her own personal channel, I continued watching her, and I want to say that she's on like episode 5 or 6. Um, so yeah, those are the ones I've been watching recently. Um, that those are the last few Flosstubes that I've watched. So there is that, and I will try to remember which ones I talked about and link those down in my description box below. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. So this is probably my shortest Flosstube video I've ever done. But thank you guys for watching. If you've subscribed, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, why not? Um, all kinds of stitchy stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.